Here we go, Chapter 2. I'm gonna run through this doing the thieving challenges. There's actually 4 thieving challenges, but 2 of them conflict with one another. One of which is you got to remain undetected through this whole level, and another is you want 10 combat takedowns. Now, if you do 1 combat takedown, then obviously you were detected, so you can't do them both at the same time. So I'm gonna go for combat takedown since we haven't done any of those in this walkthrough yet. And we have to pick 10 pockets, and we have to collect all the loot, obviously. So, let's go do this.
I'll find my own way in.
First thing I do, jump down, go over this ladder. There's 3 guards down here. One of which is over on the bridge. The other 2, you want to get up next to get their conversation starting, and then back up right away. Over here, there's a coin purse on the ground and a box full of arrows next to it. Now, if you don't get those guards talking, then they'll just stand there the whole time. And we want to pickpocket, and we want to do combat takedowns. So we have to get them separated. So once they split up, we can go pickpocket this guard over here. Be careful of the dog. You see the dog in the cage right in front of him. And then back off. Okay. I like to start with the combat takedowns on this guard who's way over in the corner by himself. Usually takes 2 shots before you can do it. Now, there's so many different guards in this level, you really don't have to worry about getting all your combat takedowns immediately. Like, this guy's just sleeping in a chair. We'll just go ahead and knock him out. Now the other guy's suspicious, but he doesn't see us. Let's go make him see us. You've got to hit him from the front. They have to see you first. That's why you can't remain undetected. If you hit him from behind, that's a stealth takedown. That doesn't count. Now that door over there, that's one way out. But we're going for all the loot. So right underneath where we started. Dude, I have been running around for the last couple days trying to find all the loot in this level. And yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass. But underneath the bridge coming up this way is another vent. And there's a flask on the way. And over to this side. Now this is actually another way out. That's the way out, straight up. But before we go that way, we're going to keep running down the length of this vent. And we got one more item. Okay, very cool. Now let's get out of here. Now look over to the left, that's the other side of that gate. If you're not going for items, that's the fastest way out. And up over on this side.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Aaron. Am I sick?
Okay, there's a crate up here with a crane next to it. Now granted, I haven't played this game all the way through yet, so I don't know how the story with Aaron really, turns out. I don't know if there's some type of ghost story happening. There's obviously a supernatural aspect. But way down here in the back of the room, there's a desk bell. And on the way back, we have a document and a collectible in the drawer. But I am kind of looking forward to seeing where this is going to go with Aaron. Okay, and watch where you're stepping too, because a lot of times it won't let you off of there unless you're standing in the same place. Same thing over here, actually. There's an item over there, and I just go around the pipe instead of trying to mess with it. There's a poppy on the right if you want it, which we don't really need for our focus. And this is new compared to anything that we've done in the game. Scaling pipes and climbing up walls. Yeah, it's not really difficult to do. It's not hard at all. It just looks really cool.
Here comes one more for the knacker's yard. The general will want this lot seen to before last bell.
Look at this. A highborn in with the lowlifes.
And you can see those guards down there. Those guards are no threat at all.
Here, sloop for brains.
Alright, and we're in. Slide down the vent. Okay. There are 71 different items to steal in this level, and it took so long to find them all, plus 5 collectibles. And coming up this way.
Crap! I'll never find it again in this murk. Rourke's teeth.
Now you can see on the right side, it says we can do a takedown from above right here, but we're going for the thieving challenges. We want to get the combat takedowns, and he's got 2 coin purses. We want those too.
Mannequins.
Okay, but don't follow him up the stairs immediately.
But not this kind.
He actually turns around for a split second just like that, and he'll see you if you're behind him. He caught me a few times. Then get his purses. Okay, and now we can let him see us. Alright, very nice. Out into this hallway, there's an ashtray. And this crate over here, there's a whole other room on the other side of this crate. Should have 5 items in it. Got that, got a candlestick. I believe it's a coin purse in the far drawer. Yep. And then we've got a crate over here. 2 items in this chest. Okay, we climbed all the way up the stairs to get here. Now we have to go back down the stairs. So, back over the crate and back down. And we actually don't have to go all the way to the bottom of the stairs. There's 2 windows we're going to come up on. And yeah, they're right here. Here's those 2 windows. I go out through the one on the right first. And there we go, and back in. You see that other beam? We can actually walk around. I prefer going through the window. Less chance of falling.
Poor old
Okay, you can see there's a guard over there. Well, we want to get over this way.
Cornelius is to put my life on
Duck down and back up against the wall. Notice the guards have crossbows now. If you're standing too close, and even if you're crouched and just standing there, this guard will still see you. So you want to back up against the wall.
Used to dump bodies over the city wall until the stinking disease was worse than the glue.
And on the way behind him, another item.
And the flies.
Oh,
Now, these guards have considerable armor too. They're a little bit harder to beat down than the guards with the swords.
After the candlemaker's place went up too.
Very cool. Now we can let him see us and strike right away. These guards with the crossbows actually strike really fast when they see you. And that struggle will alert the guards underneath, so back up right away. Get the item that's over here, and that usually gives them time to calm down. And before we go, another item over here. Now we're going to go right back to where we came over here from. Okay, there's 2 more guards on the floor. I like to equip a water arrow, wait for that guard to go behind the beam. Okay, very cool. Now both of these guards have coin purses too, so we want to get our pickpocketing in. Now again, you don't have to do this the way I'm doing it. One of the things I like about this game is the number of choices that it gives you. What I like to do here is I like to let this guard walk clear across the room so the other guard doesn't hear the struggle when I do the combat takedown. Very nice. Alright, very cool. Now the other guard is way over there. He didn't hear any of that.
Catch the foundryman's droop.
So we get to stand here and wait for him to turn back around. A lot of waiting in this game, which I think is kind of cool. There's a lot of cool things about this game. One of which is the music. Okay, hold on, hold on. Alright, there we go. And if we don't do anything stupid here with this guard, we're in good shape. Alright, nice. Okay, so now that we put out all the guards, now we can just loot this whole room. Behind the beams next to that guard, there's a flask on the floor. Where we encountered that other guard down here, there's an ashtray. And if you look up here, you see that door over on the left? That's the bottom of the stairs. Now we could have run all the way down the stairs, because there's an item down here. but then we would have had to run all the way back up. You don't have to do that. Alright, other side of the room. There's a vent over on the right and a door on the left. I like to hit the door first. The main objective for this part of this level you can get to going 3 ways. The vent, this room right here, and right upstairs where we took out the guard with the crossbow. They all lead you to exactly the same place. Okay, there's a cage over here. It's got a candlestick on it. And the doorway out of here, there's a door over there that we could go through, but I'm going to go ahead and go in this vent first because there's another item. And again, it took forever to find all of this loot. You play this level all the way through, and then you see the meter for all the loot that you stole is like 3/4 full, and you're like, where haven't I looked yet? I looked everywhere. That vent over there, that's the room we were just in. Now, if we'd have gone out that way, we actually could have come in through this side of the vent. Because again, they go to the same place. Now, over to the right is some more food if you need it. There's the other side of the door. Up here, we've got an item on the left. Now, this part up here, there's a document and another item in a chest over there. Over to the right, we could have come this way from that upper platform where we took down the crossbow guard. Now there's a hook up here. This actually took me a little while to find. But I couldn't figure out, you know, I looted this whole room, I took out all the guards, and then couldn't figure out how to get out of here. You gotta jump on this hook. Now this part, this is just a waiting game. And this actually takes a while. You're just hanging here.
I wonder if a building can be condemned twice. The Watcher making a good case for it here.
But combined with the really atmospheric music and these dead bodies that died of the gloom hanging from hooks, this is just really creepy. But really cool at the same time. Alright, we're in.
Yeah, just like shooting deer back in the estate.
Okay, see this guard over here? That guard's got a crossbow. You want to watch out for that guy.
I prefer being a movie.
Matter of fact, I'm going to take out the guard first. There's a staircase back here. Again, there's different ways you can do this. I like to use the blunt arrows and hit the light switch. If you want to, you can just stealth sneak up behind him and take him out. I just think it's easier doing it this way. He comes over to inspect and to turn the light back on. We can get one of our pickpockets in and one of our combat takedowns. Notice these guys, it takes 3 hits to put them down, as compared to the other guards. These guys are heavily armored. Okay, so back down. We've got 2 items on this table. And the reason why I took the guard out first is you can see over here there's broken glass on the floor. And unless you're moving at a snail's pace, that guard is going to hear you. He's going to come down and start shooting at you. Come on, get it. There we go. Alright, all good. And ready for the next room. And do I get... Yep, there we go. Now this room coming in here, you can see there's a vent over to the right. But before I do that, I'm going to jump up on this bookshelf. It's got a ledge up here. And there's the telescope. Okay, very nice. Back down. We've got 2 items on the table. And now we can go for the vent. Now this vent actually leads you. There's a room coming up that there's 3 different ways that you can get into. Again, with the options. You can do this any way you want to do it. Magnifying glass as soon as you come in. And way over in this corner, got some more arrows and 2 more candlesticks. Now over to the right, that's the other side of the vent. There's actually a room that's kind of complicated, but there's 3 different ways that you can get into it. And since I'm going for all the loot, I found this, in my opinion, to be the easiest way. Just to run all the way around in a circle and just pick them off room by room. Okay. So this part up here is kind of tricky. It's kind of the same thing that we just did, actually. There's blunt arrows in here if you need it. If you don't have any blunt arrows, it gives you one right here so you can hit this switch. Now there's a guard over on the right, and sometimes two guards. That's the trip. There's another guard further down who I don't see, and there's broken glass here, so you got to be really careful. Right. Now we can do the combat takedown. Now sometimes, even if you don't see the other guard, that doesn't mean he's not going to turn the corner right now as you're doing this. But we're going to equip the rope arrows. You can see there's a cabinet over here with an anchor beam up top. Now we can't reach the rope from down here, so we have to climb on top of the cabinet. And that other guard could be coming around the corner at any time. But there's an item way over here. And there he is. I see him. And it doesn't matter if he sees us now because we're going for combat takedowns.
What was that noise?
Oh, there he is. Almost missed it. Okay. Well, you can see in between those two guards, there's a door right here. I'm going to go ahead and end this here, and I'll pick it right up where I left off. Thank you guys so much for watching.